Hello and welcome to Buc-TV. I'm Jerica Dyson.
And I'm Kaylee. And coming up on Buc-TV News, we have an update for you on the safety situation that happened the first day of classes.
And ETSU has multiple festivals happening this weekend. Buc-TV News starts now. ETSU's most recent campus threat has students questioning the university's safety procedures. On August 27th, a gold alert was issued warning of an assault happening on campus. Later reports detail that it was an altercation between two construction workers at the Culp renovation site. Buc-TV's Mackenzie Moore sat down with Chief of Public Safety Nicole Collins to gather more information.
ETSU's fall 2018 semester launched with sirens blaring, classroom doors slamming, and students scrambling. The first day's armed threat left many wondering just how safe ETSU is. I sat down with ETSU Police Chief Nicole Collins to see how events unraveled and what precautions were taken.
The day of the incident, when we received notification, we immediately had our officers respond to the scene to verify if there was a credible threat. We immediately activated the sirens that alerted our staff and students.
The university's alert system, Gold Alert, sent messages warning all who were on campus to take shelter. Collins attributed the secure turnout of an otherwise frantic event to newly installed safety measures.
Over the summer, that incident that occurred, a lot of classrooms were able to be locked, and that was due to an initiative that started last year where the university received grant funding to install new locks on all academic classrooms.
Collins says ETSU works closely with neighboring police departments, and ETSU is taking all necessary steps to ensure students remain secure.
In addition, the university is looking into cameras. We have over 270 cameras on campus and looking to see how we can better utilize those to be able to identify a threat and know whether or not the threat is still on campus or if it's gone.
One thing is for sure, ETSU is working hard to keep students and faculty safe, and public safety will always be ready to protect and serve. With Buc-TV News, I'm Mackenzie Moore.
With the new school year comes new changes to the ETSU campus. While the Culp Center renovations are underway, some important offices that were previously located in the Culp have moved. While the bookstore and marketplace are still in the same building, the Scholarship Office, Student Affairs, ARC, and Disability Services have moved to different locations. For a full list of the renovations and relocations, you can see them at etsu.edu/Culp. The Culp Center is set to open in 2020.
If you enjoy learning history and cultural dance, the Native American Festival may be for you. The festival aims to celebrate Native American history through arts, music, storytelling, and even wood carving. The Director of Multicultural Affairs, Laura Terry, tells us about the event.
Women's jingle dress, fancy shawl, northern traditional dance, hoop dancing, but we'll have all of the traditional dances, along with we'll have flute playing and storytelling.
The event is open to all and takes place today in the Quad from 10 until 6.
Homecoming is just around the corner, and the Student Government Association is hoping that this one will make the record books. Buc-TV News spoke with SGA Secretary of State Dylan Fields about Homecoming 2018.
Homecoming this year, the theme is One Giant Leap for Buc Pride. So it's kind of left for you to take it as you may. It could be outer space themed, it could be a movie, whatever you think is appropriate for your organization.
ETSU plans to kick off the event week September 30th with the return of an old tradition called the Charity Carnival, with all proceeds going to the United Way Voting for King and Queen, will begin October 4th. The Buc Pride Pep Rally and Parade commences October 5th, followed by the Bucs facing off against Gardner-Webb October 6th. For more information and a complete list of events, visit ETSU's website.
The Chinese Mid-Moon Autumn Festival is one of the most important festivals to Chinese and culture. It is coming to ETSU this Sunday. In China, the festival happens once every year, when people gather to gaze at the moon when it's its largest and fullest. Experience a whole new world with traditional Chinese food, games, costume display, and prizes. Buc-TV spoke again with Director of Multicultural Affairs, Laura Terry, for The Scoop.
To show some of the diversity that we have here on the campus and to engage not just the Chinese students, but all students together to let them see a part of how important things are to East Tennessee State University, that we do believe in diversity, but we also want those students to have a better understanding of each other's culture.
ETSU hosts the festival on Sunday, September 23rd, from 5 to 8 p.m. at the CPA.
ETSU's Department of Theater and Dance is kicking off the semester with a modern twist on many literary classics. In a press release, the department detailed 4 plays dancing their way onto the main stage. Many favorites such as Sherlock Holmes and Jack and the Beanstalk will be performed, with a few surprises on the stage. Department Chair Karen Brewster encouraged us to get involved in the production.
What we bring specifically to the ETSU community is opportunity for students to learn the medium, to learn how to do productions, and also to express themselves on stage and behind the scenes in any number of ways.
The first performance will take place October 7th in the Bud Frank Theater. Tickets are available online at discount rates for students and faculty.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation.
We can
get someone a cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates.
Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can intervene.
It's on us.
All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills, the smarts. Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
President Donald Trump spoke with state and federal officials in North Carolina and South Carolina during his visit this week.
The president praised first responders and said the country mourns with the families of at least 36 people killed by Florence. Andy Rose reports.
Anything I can do, you all know where to call me.
It's been nearly 1 week since Hurricane Florence made landfall near Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, and the effects of that storm are still being felt. Today, President Donald Trump visited storm-torn areas in the Carolinas.
Washington is with you. Trump is with you. We are all with you 100%, and we'll get through it.
Residents in North and South Carolina are still grappling with rising floodwaters and massive storm damage following Hurricane Florence.
We will be there 100%, and all of the folks from the federal government that are around the table, they're they're confirming it.
Officials are urging residents to be patient and to be ready for the long haul.
This event's not over. The rivers are still cresting, and so we still have a lot of work to do when it comes to the life safety and life sustainment mission.
The challenge now for state and federal officials is providing residents with the resources they need, from the thousands of people still in shelters to the tens of thousands of people who are impacted by the storm. Flooding is crippling small businesses and farmers.
Our state took a gut punch, Mr. President, and our people are still reeling.
I'm Andy Rose reporting.
The town of Livingston might have some of the toughest leadership in Texas. Its white-haired mayor may look like a typical grandmother, but this bad Nana just shot a 12-foot alligator.
Christine Dobbin has the story.
It just kept dinging all day long, and that's why I carried an extra charger with me.
Judy Cochran has a class reunion coming up next month.
Let's see, I have 5 new comments.
Her classmates she stays in touch with on Facebook are finding it hard to believe the quiet girl in their class of 32 killed this.
This is what I killed on Monday, and several wrote back, no, you did not do that. And I said, yes, I did do that.
But Judy says you never know where life might take you. The grandmother, traveler, and avid Astros fan did something else earlier this year she never thought she'd do. She became mayor of Livingston. But Monday, she got the big one, 12 feet long, 580 pounds, at their family ranch along the Trinity River.
One shot in the head, and he just went under. Typically, they'll do what they call a death roll, and just roll over and over and over. Well, this one didn't.
The gator could be responsible for a missing animal from the ranch.
3 years ago, we came up missing a miniature horse, and they're about so big, about like a big lab.
Polk County is one of a few core counties where you can only kill a gator 20 days of the year. It must be baited and caught first. The Texas Parks and Wildlife window is open now. The gator is now at the local taxidermist, where its head and tail will be mounted. The body shall have made into boots. The mayor and grandma can add one more title to her resume, Gator Hunter. And the moral of the story?
I said, don't mess with Nana. My grandchildren call me Nana.
In Livingston, Christine Dobbin, 13, Eyewitness News.
Casey Craddock is up next with sports.
I came from 5 generations of teachers. Losing my job was the bottom falling out of my world.
Queen is just my everything.
His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom got me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope we
bad
don't
day.
have another bad day at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
The Bucs lost 56-35 against Furman last season, but are determined to correct their mistakes this time around and get win number 3. Kickoff time is tomorrow at 7:30. On the opening night of conference action, the ETSU women's volleyball team got the brooms out. The Bucs were in Cullowhee, North Carolina, taking on Western Carolina. The Bucs dominated the match, and ETSU players recorded some impressive stats. Eliza Cavarda registered 31 assists, 6 kills, 6 digs, and 4 blocks. She also reached 2,000 career assists in Wednesday's match. Leah Clayton led the Bucs with their 13 kills and 7 digs. AJ Lux had 9 kills, while Mariah McPartland had Kayla Massey. Each had 5 kills apiece. The Bucs knocked down the Catamounts in straight sets to collect their 12th win of the season. The Bucs host Sanford next Friday in Brooks Gym at 6 p.m. Multiple ETSU tennis players battle on the court in Chattanooga. The ETSU men's tennis team competed in both singles and doubles on day 2 of the Chattanooga Collegiate Championship. Miguel Este started the day winning 2 sets, then Este moved on to play Jeremy Taylor from Memphis, but fell 2 sets to 1. Taisei Miyamoto also played in singles competition Saturday, losing both sets in match 1, but bounced back to defeat UAB's Giovanni Piscini in game 2. Lastly, Mark Papadopoulos picked up multiple wins, defeating players from Troy and Chattanooga. The team's next match begins today at the Gamecock Fall Invitational in South Carolina. Head coach Steve Forbes released the 2018 to 2019 ETSU men's basketball season this Friday. The schedule contains a slate highlighted by road games at Creighton and Illinois, participation in both the Cayman Island Classic and the Sun Bowl Classic. Also on tap are 6 non-conference home games and traditional rivalry matchups against Southern Conference foes such as Chattanooga, Furman, Wofford, and Mercer. On ETSUBucks.com, Forbes says that the scheduling process is difficult and he appreciates the patience of Buck fans. The Bucks are coming off a 25-win season and a 3rd straight trip to the SoCon tournament title game. With birdies on 4 of her first 6 holes, Teresa Maleka carded Tuesday's 3rd best round in the 93-player field in Knoxville at the Mercedes-Benz Collegiate Championship. Maleka's 4 under trailed only Leonie Battelle of Kentucky, who fired a 6 under 65 Tuesday, and Middle Tennessee State's Catherine Claudil, who shot 5 under to finish alongside Charlotte's Ciara Stote at 1 under, the tournament's 1 under for the entire tournament. ETSU's Allison Woodard logged another impressive 18, shooting a 2 under 69 in the final round. Leading ETSU individually over the 3 rounds was Knoxville was Hee Ling Boy, whose consistent play allowed her a tie for 14th, and Maleka finished in a tie for 18th at 8 over. Also in men's soccer, we actually don't have enough time for men's soccer, but next up is your player of the week.
2 balls and 2 strikes as Freeland comes back home, and Kemp flips one into short center field. LeMahieu's back. That ball is caught by Parra. Out of the middle of nowhere to get out number 1 of the 4th.
Number 6, Frank Dozier.
On a Carl's cam, boy, he makes a wonderful play. He came a long way. He looked like the last one that was going to have an opportunity for this, Kyle Freeland.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah. Bro?
Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It's good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit SaveTheFood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Welcome back to BucTV News. I'm Mackenzie Moore with your entertainment update. Trophies weren't the only thing handed off Monday at the Emmy Awards. Glenn Weiss, director and holder of a handful of Emmys, dropped down on one knee while accepting another award to hand off a ring and propose to his girlfriend. Sandra Oh was the first woman of Asian descent to be nominated for Best Drama Actress. Claire Foy won the award, however, despite the fact Oh seemed to be the favorite nominee for this category. Watch out, Netflix and Hulu. Amazon Prime TV's Mrs. Maisel hauled in the most awards of the night, including Best Comedy and Best Actress in Comedy. The United States Me Too era hits a new peak next week with former TV icon Bill Cosby's sentencing for numerous sexual assault claims. Cosby, 81, will enter the courtroom in Montgomery County Courthouse in Pennsylvania for 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault. With each count, Cosby faces 10 years in prison, facing a maximum of 30 years behind bars. Cosby's spokesperson, Andrew Wyatt, confirmed the defense would appeal his conviction, but would not describe the reasoning. Cosby is expected in court on September 24th for his sentencings. The long-awaited Captain Marvel trailer premiered on Good Morning America and gave viewers a sneak peek of several plots the film features. Captain Marvel follows Brie Larson as Carol Danvers as she becomes the universe's most needed hero as it suffers a galactic war between 2 alien races. Samuel L. Jackson continues his role as Nick Fury, Gemma Chan plays as Minerva, and Jude Law as Captain Marvel. The movie is set to premiere in theaters in March of 2019. Grab some popcorn and refill your sodas at the AMC this weekend before sitting back to watch one of the hottest movies on screen. This week, Fox's The Predator claims first place with Lionsgate's A Simple Favor, starring Blake Lively, following closely behind Halloween. Season is sneaking up and calls audiences to watch The Nun, Hollywood's latest thriller and third-place holder in the box office this week. Everyone loves a based-on-a-true-story movie, which might explain why White Boy Rick remains within the top 5 movies of the week, with Crazy Rich Asians at number 5. Former guitarist and singer for the Beatles, Paul McCartney, launched his first #1 album, Egyptian Station, in over 36 years. The rock singer-songwriter hasn't seen a chart topper since 1982 with his release of Tug of War, and this album is just one of 8 of his works to make the Billboard. Egyptian Station, McCartney's 18th solo album, features songs such as Come On To Me and I Don't Know. The entire album is available on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. 3 seasons of American Horror Story pass without Jessica Lange, but you can expect her in this one, Apocalypse, along with other co-stars Sarah Paulson, Emma Roberts, and Evan Peters. That's all the time we have today for entertainment news. Up next is your Hollywood Minute. I'm Mackenzie Moore.
Crawley family reunion. The Hollywood Reporter says Focus Features' forthcoming Downton Abbey movie will arrive in theaters a year from now, September 13th, 2019 internationally, and on the 20th in North America. The principal cast from the TV series is returning for the big screen version.
It's overwhelming.
Variety says Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige will be honored with BAFTA Los Angeles' Albert R. Broccoli Britannia Award for worldwide contribution to entertainment. Feige will be presented with the award at the Britannia Awards ceremony in Beverly Hills on October 26th. You're a happy one, Mr. Pharrell. Deadline reports Pharrell Williams will narrate Illumination's animated movie, The Grinch. Williams previously worked with the studio when his signature song, Happy, played in Despicable Me 2. The Grinch slinks down the chimney and into theaters November 9th. Not even close to beginning my holiday shopping in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Get some drinks!
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
I'm Rudy Tempesta. I'm 92 years old. I fought in World War II. Then I came home, worked for the post office for 70 years. I've been getting Meals on Wheels, and I enjoy it. The most important thing about Meals on Wheels is you meet the people, which to me is fantastic. You need people to keep your brain moving. That's what life is about. It's love and having a conversation with people.
We've become accustomed to typos in the news, but when an airline misspells its own name in plain sight, that's a story for CNN's Jean Moose.
This is one way for an airline to increase its name recognition. Misspell your own name.
At Cathay Pacific, the world is at our fingertips.
But painters apparently didn't have an F at their fingertips, resulting in Cathay Pacific instead of Pacific. Cathay Pacific itself tweeted the mistake, saying, "Oops, this special livery won't last long. She's going back to the shop."
Celebrating the new colors of Cathay Pacific.
The internet celebrated the mistake. Welcome to the new Cathay, where we give no F. Someone else inserted the F with the notation, fixed it. While yet another commenter concluded, if an airline is going to make a mistake, let it always be on the paint job. The Hong Kong-based airline likes to explain who we are. You're the ones whose painters need to go back to school, as it's been misspelled in various school zones. Sure, there are bungled traffic signs and even tattoos, else with too many E's. And remember the time the Mitt Romney campaign spelled America wrong? Try pronouncing this.
Americia.
Americia.
Wow, who was the genius?
Probably not the same genius who turned
Cathay Pacific
into Cathay Pacific. As someone tweeted, I guess no one gives a flying F these days. Jeannie Mo, CNN, New York.
I know, as we discussed earlier, there are many festivals happening this weekend. I plan on going to the Native American Festival today. What about you? What do you plan to do? Are you going to any festivals?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and check out the Native American Festival. The Chinese New Moon Festival?
Yeah, it's on Sunday, and I think it's from 5 to 8. So they have a lot of interesting things happening. I'm definitely going to go for some food and dancing, learn some new dance move, I guess.
I'm ready for the food.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us. Have a good weekend.